so far.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Dragon's Dogma 2.
Labels blowing up my line and got me missing calls. Told her you ain't gotta hit me till you licking. Feel like ZVF, baby, I'll be cooler than the mink weather.
Finally made it to Batal. I don't know what this little objective is, but we're gonna go over there, see what it is, find out, and explore this city. I don't know, let's see. Obviously we're gonna check out the blacksmith, we're gonna check out the armorer, right? Because we've been blocked off.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Alright, I'm not even going to try to pronounce what he just said. Here it is, the marketplace of Batal. Bak Batal. 1 minute it's Batal, 1 minute it's Bak Batal, it's hard to say. Alright, so capital of Batal. Bak Batal. Alright. What's going on here? Had me looking at those little overhangs a little bit too long there, fellas. Alright.
Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones, carved in the likeness of monsters. Tell is, quite a number of them were found not long ago, just west of the Agamemnon ruins. Here's the curious part, though. The things look damn near real. So real, in fact, that collectors were willing to pay outlandish sums of gold for them. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Suppose I'll just have to hope there are more of them out there somewhere.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Okay, so we can look for some statues. I don't think that's going to be priority number one, but you never know.
Wait right there.
You never know. If we're going by it, we might stop. That's just how it works. And I should probably tell you what the objective for today is. It is, we are finally going to progress this warfare quest, and I'm going to quit talking about it.
By and large, the
You know, after we get it and I test it out, and we've talked about it. But, you know, until then, now we know the next step.
Every single day.
And you guys get to see me follow those steps while you watch me. So, the first objective that we're going to pass, the first objective that we're going to do, is I've already put a waypoint down there, that number 1. We have to jump over there. And we have to buy some mead off of that guy. Or I guess I should say Newt Liquor. That's what you're looking for, Newt Liquor. Do not stop at 1 because the guy wants like 3 or 4. Starting to remind me of somebody. I'm not going to name any names. But first, what we're going to do is we're already here, so I might as well figure out what this giant yellow circle is. Once we figure that out, then we're going to go full force, full send into the warfare.
What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but it isn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own 2 eyes, which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done, and you'd be doing me a great boon besides. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed, a beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
Okay, so I totally forgot about this quest. You know, that's what it was. The sculptor's block. We had to kind of mediate, be the middleman. The guy cannot come over here, so we're kind of screwed. But anyways, if you guys want to progress the warfare quest, this is what you got to do. You got to be wearing a Beastern mask. That's the guy you want to impress, and I'm going to show you what happens if you talk to him. It's honestly a hidden thing. You cannot get him to even look at you, smell you, or even, you know, spit in your direction, basically.
Is there naught being done to make safe the roads?
But what you're going to want to do is, you know, try and talk to him all you want. He's not going to respond to you. Come in here and steal all of his stuff. Why not? Alright. And then we're going to come outside. So, over to the left of me, right in front of me now, there are hay bales. Alright, so how to get in this guy's good graces, you're going to want to go grab one of those hay bales. Or sacks, whatever the heck they are, right? You want to pick that up. And put that in the pen. And for some reason, he really likes that.
What are you doing? Escort this guest of ours inside.
See, he seemed very angry when he said that. But as you can see, we can now buy some Newt liquor.
In the market for Newt liquor, are you?
There it is. So, like I said, you're going to want about 3, and that was enough for me. So, you guys buy 3. You will need 3. I believe I used every bit of that. Alright, we're finally ready to move down into this direction. This is the location you were looking for to progress the warfare questline. But I'll show you guys a little bit more of the map once we get down there. See you guys then.
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont, 'tis beastrons like you what bring shame upon the rest of us. True beastrons call Batal home. Go suffer for your porridge in Vermont, you damn lickspittle. What? Got something to say about it? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods alone. That is. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it?
Okay, so I was rudely interrupted, and now I got to take these guys out, which I think I can handle it, to be honest. You know, so let's see. A little bit of 3-on-1 sparring action, no big deal. They didn't know they was coming after a great sword, hummy.
We're having here. But I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. No, no. I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him. From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us. Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off
Okay,
to?
so the fight just got a lot easier. But now he
We'll
has a
see
great
if you
sword.
can escape me a second time.
Oh, damn right I will. See if you can escape me, little punk. And you shouldn't have let me Alright, this guy's got some health on him, bud. Holy crap. He is made of tougher stuff. I am laying into him right now. And he's barely even taking anything. I mean, obviously, you know, what is he doing? He's done seized out. Oh, hell, he was building up himself. Come on, punk. You hit somebody harder than that. Damn. Gotta lay into this dude. Yeah, that's right. On the ground you go, bud. How low we getting you, bud? We killing you? Is that what it's gonna take? Tell me I can't drink beer here. Go get Captain Brand. He'll have a problem with it. There it went.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We'll leave.
And don't you forget it, bud. Once you limp back inside. Huh?
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if I hadn't intervened. I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
Alright, so we met a new friend, which is always nice. And now we're going to go check out the armory. I know we said we're going to go down there, but I mean, that guy, I hit him way too much and was doing way too little damage. So, I mean, if I can level up at least a little bit, I think it would be beneficial. So, obviously you guys are probably going to want to see what is at the shops in Batal. So, here it is.
Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it done.
Alright, let's see what they got up in here. I got 45,000 gold, which you would think is a lot, but it isn't. You know, the old Dragon's Blink down there is $49,000. Holy shiitake mushrooms, fellas. I think I can afford it. Oh, Grific Victory. I mean, ain't nobody buying the cheap stuff. When you could afford the best stuff, you know, just go for it. Just go for it. Grab that daggone Grific Victory and let's roll on. Hit the road.
Our packs are heavier and our purses far lighter.
Really haven't bought too much stuff on here. It's like, you know, they give you so many options and then it's way too overpriced, you know? Like, how are you supposed to get all this stuff, man? I mean, I'm sure there's ways, right? You could get a bunch of ripe berries and all that. Who has the patience, bro? Who has the patience? It would take the same amount of time just to play the game. You know, just play the game. Instead of sitting here for like 4 hours trying to grind some money. Went ahead and sold some stuff, so I was not ghoulishly slow. Haven't made it to the point where I am especially prepared before I leave out on quests. Like, it might be a good idea to buy a health potion every once in a while. I just haven't made it to that point yet. When I do, you know, it'll be a lot better. But for now, they got all this stuff way overpriced. Makes it hard for a poor man. I remember this place. It's the alcohol. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's get Swipes back. She was sadly taken. You know, she needs to be upgraded herself.
Full glad I am to be returned to you, Master. I cannot thank you enough.
You're very welcome. Now, onwards to the task. Alright, so we finally made it over here to the Agamemnon volcanic island. And you're looking for this guy, this little dwarf. Can't move.
I'm in no mood to have my ear talked off, thank you. My back's afire. I can scarce talk for the pain. Leave an old man be. Mind, I wouldn't say no to some wildflowers if you happen to have any with you.
And now we got to find him some healing herbs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There are a bunch in the area, so you don't have to look very hard.
Now? Unless you brought me some wildflowers, I'd prefer to be left alone.
He's definitely got some attitude on him. So they're not very hard to find. Like I said, they're pretty much everywhere.
Well, that was
around him, surprisingly.
My thanks
so.
for the trouble. Right, here goes naught. Relief at last. I was beginning to fear that I'd be stuck here for the rest of my days. I've a mind to thank you, sir. Will you look in on me at my home? I live nearby. There aren't too many houses out here, so you'll find it soon enough, I expect.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Alright, so now we have to wait a little bit and meet him at his house. There's actually two classes that we're going to get here. Both are very valuable. We're going to get the magical archer, and we're also going to get the warfare. Just by this one quest here. Okay, so I figured I would go ahead and show you guys the path down here. It is a little bit tough to find. You see the river there. You don't think you can make it. You just got to follow these rocks here. And that will lead you to their little cottage type deal here.
I beg pardon, sir, but
Forgive me, dear. I forgot to tell you. I asked this good sir to look in on me.
oh, not this again. How many times have I begged you not to bring strangers into our home?
I know, dear, but this one's a kindly sort. Brought me the wildflowers I needed to make it home when I threw out my back.
'Tis always one reason or another, isn't it? And has it e'er ended well for us? Not once. Mark my words, no one wanders this far out unless they are running from something.
This one's different, I promise you. You've heard tell of the Arisen, have you not? The hero who travels far and wide to track and fell the dragon.
Oh? So this stranger claims to be the Arisen? Believe what you will, but expect no hospitality from me. You may tend to our guest yourself.
You will have to forgive my wife. She has her reasons for being mistrusting, but you deserved a warmer welcome than that. Now let me fetch your reward. Wait here a moment.
Okay, so we actually have to progress her mission anyways. We're gonna have to take him to the hot springs, which will hopefully heal any of his back issues. At the hot springs, that's where we're gonna find the old warfare. So let's go ahead and get in here and get the quest to be the magical archer, which that's what this quest is. We're just getting the magical archer by progressing through this line, and in the process we're getting the warfare, which will allow us to be able to be a magical archer as well as a great sword carrier.
Oh! Fie! My back! I've done it in again.
Goat stuffer, when will you learn to be more gentle with yourself?
Oh, hold your tongue. All the gentleness in the world won't stop the hurt from coming on when 'twill. It's only gotten worse of late. There's naught for it but to make for the curative spring.
In your state, you'll ne'er reach it. And that's to say nothing of the monsters that haunt the roads out there. They'll be on you in a moment if they see you limping along on your own. Oh, would that I could take you to the spring myself, but alas,
Don't even think on it, my dear. I'd not ask that of you, knowing how crowded places of that ilk make you feel.
But what are we to do? I fear for you, my love. The hot spring over on the island encampment would do my husband a world of good, but the way is treacherous for an injured man on his lonesome. The hot spring over on the island encampment would do my husband a world of good, but the way is treacherous for an injured man on his lonesome.
Fear not. You'll have your reward. I just need to sit still a moment. You'd be willing to accompany me all that way? You see, my dear, what did I tell you? The Arisen's a goodly sort. I've an eye for people.
Oh, don't be a fool, Gaustaffer. You have barely spoken to this person. What if you were being deceived? Did you think of that?
Come. Surely there are far more clever lies to tell if one's intent is to swindle.
So be it then. 'Tis plain your mind's made up.
We'd best be along. My back isn't like to fix itself.
Pray see my husband safely to the encampment. I shall await your return.
Alright, so the bad thing about this quest is we actually have to carry him over there.
We need to seek out more of these if 'tis
you know, not fun.
We ought to keep
Not
it
fun.
with care, lest we lose it.
And I know we are hitting the 20-minute mark on this, but like I told you guys, we are going to do this mission first. And then we'll go on to the next one. Just to progress us a little bit further. A little bit quicker. Alright, so I figured out that if you pick him up for a second, he will walk on his own. And these guys are being overtaken by some lizards. So let's go ahead and take these guys out real quick. So this place should look very familiar. This is where we started. This is the prison camp that we started at. We're not happy to be back. We're back on better terms though, and they're not taking us down this time. Still a little bit from them. Might as well let our guys handle them while we're in here. We don't have much health anyways. Carrying that guy, being his little bodyguard, kind of took it out of us. What am I saying? I've been skating on very low health this entire game. Oh, bud. Damn. See, now you got lizards made of rocks. It's just, you know, what you have to, you had to do it. Alright, let's get up here and take this guy to the hot springs at the slave camp. You know,
This ladder looks sturdy enough.
just not gonna question it. Just not gonna question it.
That's like to make me sick, it is. Still, there's not a swig of newt lick I can't fix, I always say. Bollocks, I'm all out. Boy there, come at a fine time, you have. Care for a rotten egg? It was soft boiled right here in the hot spring. 'Tis mostly sand, won't kill you, nor. You're a bold one. Here you are.
Alright, so there he is, the Warfarer in all of his glory. We're going to finish his mission out on the next episode. We're also going to get the Magical Archer. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.